Hello, everybody. 4 more properties for you today. We're headed into Indiana, Illinois, Tennessee, and Washington State, where I found a property for $75,000. How's everybody out there doing? Happy Sunday. Welcome to How Much House for the Money, and I hope your cup is always full of happiness. So we're going to begin in Indiana on 2 acres of land, you guys, for $32,000. Look at this little cute thing. It's at 801 Fifer Hills Road in Griffin, Indiana, 47616. And the listing agencies and the addresses for these properties always found in the description box below every video. So this one was built in 1925. It's hot off that listing press, and it's 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom with 802 square feet on 2 acres. So that means you're out in the country, you're getting a well, septic, and your utilities. So let's see how much house we're getting for our money on 2 acres in Griffin, Indiana. Look at this cutie. So automatically we see it's vinyl sided. It looks like we may have a metal roof. Nice wide eaves in the front. You could totally add a covered porch or a front patio to this house. How cute is this? $32,000 in Griffin, Indiana. And that means we're in Posey County. And the population of Posey County is 25,067 people. And the real estate tax rate is 0.77%. And that is the percentage that your assessors are going to come out and gauge your property taxes on. So in Indiana, it's 0.77%. Look how cute this place is. 2 acres of land, you guys, in Griffin, Indiana, if you want to be out in the country. Going to be easy to maintain with the vinyl siding. How's everybody out there doing? Happy Sunday, you guys. Cheers. Look at this. We're getting a detached garage, too. Unbelievable. $32,000 house in a garage. Hope you're all having a good one. You're welcome to subscribe to the channel and join our growing community. Let me know in the comment section where you're viewing from, because it's always great to have everybody here. It's another beautiful day to view houses. You might need an electric panel, but again, that's what home inspections are all about, right? Bring out your general contractors, or maybe you can do all this work yourself. And if you can, kudos to you. We should become friends. Okay, so here's our garage. Nice. Concrete floor. Overhead door. Griffin, Indiana. Posey County. You could store your stuff in this garage while you're fixing up the house if you need to renovate. Okay, so here may be the entrance. Closed porch. We're looking at possibilities here in Griffin, Indiana, you guys, for $32,000. A home to call your own. Keep you out of the mortgage. Keep you away from the mortgages. And definitely check out my other channel, How Much Vehicle for the Money. That's where I'm showing you vehicles with low miles and low price to keep you away from the auto loans. Okay, so it looks like we're getting hardwood flooring, and there's your gas wall heater. Possibilities in Griffin, Indiana, if you want to be out in the country on 2 acres of land. You can always ask the agent how long the home's been vacant. You can call utility companies for the history on the utility bills. But from what we see so far, this does not look too bad. Okay, so now we're headed into the kitchen. Look at this. Nice. A lot of really pretty cabinets. Double sink with a window above it. A lot of counter space. Looks like you've got some really nice depth between the lower and upper cabinets. Wow, $32,000 in Griffin, Indiana. Good sized kitchen. Gonna need some attention. This is the kind of house that we are gonna roll up our sleeves and get our hands a little dirty, right? But that's okay. We're looking at the low price and high potential of houses through these episodes. Definitely meander through the episodes if you're new here, because it may be an eye-opener for a lot of you that didn't think that you could afford a house, or that you think that they're all $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 abodes, which they're not. If you can handle fixing up a place, putting your sweat equity into it, definitely meander through the episodes. So here's the bathroom. Nice window in the bathroom. And when you have your home inspections, you'll find out if the windows are wood, vinyl, aluminum. Now, I'm not sure if that's a shower, but we definitely see the tub, vinyl flooring. And there's that lid, people, the lid. If you're new to this channel, you'll realize that we like those lids closed. But it's your commode nonetheless. It's there. Now, when you get out there in person, right, this house might be in really rough condition, or it may be way better than what you expect it to be. It may meet and exceed your expectations, is what I should say. So there's your water heater. We just never know what we're going to get into. And you can always make the offer, right? These are the asking prices. These houses and properties are placed on the market to be sold. So here may be living or a bed. Looks like it's a living room. Yeah, this has got possibilities. Definitely check this one out in person. If you're looking in Griffin, Indiana, it's $32,000 on 2 acres of land. You could have yourself a little hobby farm or just peace and quiet out in the country, and acreage to call your own. Yeah, it looks like vinyl windows. Okay, so this might be your laundry room. Nice. Better to have one than not, right? Okay, so let's see some description off of this one. 801 Fifer Hills Road, $32,000 house right there. Let's get a look at the street view. All right, so we are out in the country, surrounded by cornfields. Don't get lost in there. Okay, so that is a country property for sure. So let's see where we are on the map. In Griffin, Indiana, in Posey County. Okay, so here we've got Depot Diner nearby in Griffin. Road Ranger, KOA. Okay, so here we are near the Illinois line. So we are not far from the Illinois line by any means. So we have New Baltimore down here to the south, Stewartsville over to the southeast. And then right over that Illinois line, we have Calvin. Okay, so let's get a look at our nearby, and we'll hit groceries, shopping, health, and safety. There you go. You've got some amenities nearby as well. Fabulous, you guys. $32,000. Let's see where we are on the satellite view here and look at your property. 2 acres of land. There you go. That is rural country living in Griffin, Indiana right there. Nice rectangular parcel. You could maybe build a new home if you want to be further back from that corner lot. You could add on, add up, do what you want. 801 Fifer Hills Road in Griffin, Indiana, 47616. And it says here, 2-bedroom home sits on a beautiful stretch of land, offering plenty of space and potential. Enjoy the peace and privacy of country living with room to grow, work, and play. Great for first-time home buyers out there. And it says here that it was just listed and the house is 100 years old. $32,000 in Griffin, Indiana with 2 acres of land. That is not a bad starter for somebody, maybe one of you out there. So now we're going to head into Illinois. Here, this one's in Alton, Illinois. This one's $55,000. It's been on the market for 47 days. It's on 1/4 of an acre, and it's at 3013 Mayfield Avenue in Alton, Illinois. It's 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms with 1,400 square feet of living space, built in 1936. So let's take a look at this. This resembles a Dutch colonial. Look how cute this is. Concrete block foundation. Looks like we have a very nice enclosed porch on the front, a detached garage as well. So in Alton, Illinois, we're in Madison County. Population is 263,000 in the county. And your real estate tax rate in Illinois is 2.11%. So that's coming in higher than that national average of 0.99. But here is a $55,000 house in Alton, Illinois, you guys. Nice shingle roof, but again, have those home inspections. This might have aluminum siding, but again, when you're there in person, you get the lay of the land, right? Okay, there's our enclosed porch. And there's that paneling that we all love. I love that light in the porch. That's very pretty. Vintage. Look at this. You could just paint that paneling, modernize it, brighten it up, put some plants in this room. Nice place to come in from out of the cold. They could be aluminum windows in that enclosed porch there. So now we're going to head inside. So we're getting carpeting. We may get lucky and find hardwood floor beneath it. This is a style of home that you can't be afraid to go in there and just visualize what it could look like when it's modernized, with the carpet removed, the heavy drapes removed from the windows, brighten it up, and do what you want with it. It's $55,000. Madison County, and we're in Illinois, in Alton. And again, the listing agencies and the addresses are in the description box below every video. Okay, so here's our kitchen, gas range. There's your appliances, nice cabinets. Looks like vinyl flooring. And if you wanted more of an open plan, you could get in there and possibly put in some headers and open up some walls if you wanted to really modernize this house. Looks like we're going to get forced air heating. There's your register on the floor there. There's your closet space, so that could be a bedroom. Okay, there's a staircase. Now for me, I'd want to remove the carpet and I would want to take this right out of there and open up that staircase if possible. Give it more of a focal point, I guess. Alton, Illinois in Madison County, $55,000. And the median home prices in this area are around $199,000. And in Griffin, Indiana, in that Posey County, the median home sales are $283,000. So just something to think about. There's room for equity growth, you guys. So here may be one of the bedrooms with a little closet there in the dormer. Now there we see staining on the ceiling. So this house may need a roof, or maybe they've replaced it. Again, that's what home inspections are for. But those are the types of things that we're looking for. And there's your pop of color. You got some red drapes and some red carpet. Alton, Illinois, $55,000. Okay, so let's get some history and details off of this one. 3013 Mayfield Avenue, and it does have a detached garage. Been on the market 47 days, built in 1936. So let's get a look at our street view. There we are, cute little neighborhood that we always do diligence, right? We always research our neighborhoods. Looks like a little side street in Alton, Illinois. Nice driveway, it's paved driveway. Look how cute that is. $55,000, and these are the asking prices. So let's see where we are on the map. We're in Madison County. So we are below, let's see here. Got a lot of amenities here. So there's the Missouri line. So we are in the western part of Illinois. So we have Bethalto over there, if I'm pronouncing that right. Rosewood Heights, East Alton, and then we have Altamont over here to the west. And up to the north, we have Godfrey, and Wood River and Hartford is down there to the south. So there you are. Let's get a look at our satellite view. Nice square parcel right there. Mayfield Avenue in Alton, Illinois. And that again is a 1/4 of an acre, built in 1936. Says in the heart of Upper Alton, ready for your creative improvements, close to public transportation and dining and businesses while tucked back in an established neighborhood. And it states here that it was listed for $58,900. Now they're down to $55,000. So it looks like the seller's motivated. And this house is 89 years old. Very nice. I'd say that's a sweet little Dutch colonial with a lot of possibilities and potential and plenty of room for equity growth when this area, the median home sales, is again $199,000. So now we're going to head into Washington State. Take a look at this. Now don't be afraid, you guys. This is $75,000 in Washington State. This area of the country in Whitman County, where the population is 48,000 people, the median home sales are $360,000. This house is $75,000. It's on a 9,000 square foot lot. This house is 2,402 square feet of living space. It's been on the market just a little over 2 weeks. It's at 130 South Howard Street in Tekoa, Washington, 99033. The house was built in 1925. So let's see what we're getting for $75,000 in Tekoa, Washington. Wow. Okay, so right away we see some caution tape. But what we see is possibilities. So that must have been a covered porch at one time, because we see the brick pillars and your flooring there. Tekoa, Washington, we are in Whitman County, and your real estate tax rate here in Washington State is 0.90%. And again, the median home sales are $360,000. So this one has possibilities. There's a potential there, and definitely room for some equity. This is a good size house, 2,400 square feet. We do get a garage as well. So it looks like it's wood-sided. Does have a dormer. If you're looking for a fixer in Washington State, this could be the one. Shingle roof. And look at this. Wow. So this would be what some would consider a craftsman. Look at the woodwork. Oh, this is the type of house that just screams, save me, you guys. It's another one that needs saved, because people need houses and houses need people. Look at this. Beautiful. Wow. Hardwood flooring. All these little cabinet doors are glass, probably lead glass. Definitely check this out in Tekoa, Washington, you guys. Let us know in the comments. Check it out. $75,000 in Whitman County. There's your fireplace. Definitely want to know how long it's been vacant, what's going on with it. But if you're looking to establish some equity and you want to renovate, rebuild, rejuvenate the house, the neighborhood, this one's $75,000 in Tekoa, Washington. 130 South Howard Street. Beautiful woodwork. My goodness, you guys, look at that. This is character all day long. There's your little window seat. They don't build them like this anymore. They really don't. Who's looking in Washington State? $75,000 find right here. Looks like the flooring's going to need some attention. Okay, so here's the kitchen. Those are enamel. I think those, not enamel, but those are metal cabinets, I do believe. Chrome hardware. There's your window above your sink. There's your electric range. Wow, that is maybe a place for a dishwasher. Can't quite tell. But again, go take a look at it in person and get the lay of the land. Those definitely look like metal cabinets. I could be wrong. They could be wood. Can't quite tell. They might be wood cabinets. A lot of cabinets nonetheless, and vinyl flooring. They look like metal cabinets though, with a round edge there on those drawers. Another reason to go check it out in person, right? Okay, so there's some ceiling issue. $75,000 in Tekoa, Washington. So here's a full bathroom. Looks like we're getting the shower. Beautiful pedestal sink. Look at that. Nice commode. We could work with this. We could definitely salvage a lot of these materials, right? Repurpose, reuse, recycle. Bring some life back to these homes that just, this one's something. Love that window. So here's the staircase. What we see of it. It's definitely going to need attention. Love the windows. Okay, so here's a second bathroom. And there's that green, vintage green. Look at that tub. Love the sink. Now you have a couple different faucets there. Wow, this is really something. Let me know what you guys think of this one. Tekoa, Washington in Whitman County. So there's your upstairs. Maybe you could live in a section of the house while you're fixing up another part of it. There's a dormer space. Built-in drawers, very nice. Those are beautiful floors. This may head up to the attic. Either that or we're going down to a basement. Yep, there's the basement. Okay. So again, when you have those home inspections, they'll check your mechanicals. They'll look at the roof to let you know the longevity of your roof. They'll check your foundation. But that doesn't look horrible by any means, does it? That looks fantastic. There's your furnace. Definitely check this out, you guys, in Tekoa, Washington, $75,000 in Whitman County, where your median home sales are $360,000. If somebody's looking for a project, this one is it right here. Love all the cabinets. Okay, so here is another view of the outside of it. A lot of room for native plants. That pop of color. There's your garage. Lots of possibilities here for anybody looking in Washington State. So there's your detached garage. Good sized garage. And that is what we're going to see of that. So let's get some description. 130 South Howard Street, you guys. Tekoa, Washington, 99033. Been on the market 16 days. Let's take a look at our street view. Sidewalks, add some value with the walkability, and look at that backdrop. Look at that. Woo! That is beautiful. Love it. $75,000 with a beautiful view across the street. Beautiful homes. Again, due diligence with your neighborhood, but look at this. Very, very nice find right there for any of you looking in Washington State. Okay, so let's see where we are on the map. We're going to get a lot of amenities, it looks like. So we are, let's see. Seeds and Willard is up here to the northeast. We have Lone Pine over to the west. So there is the state line. Okay, so let's see. We have Farmington down to the south and Oaksdale right here to the southwest. And we have Cheney and Spokane up here to the northwest. So this is southeast of Spokane, Washington right there. Let's get a look at our satellite view. There you are. Nice rectangular parcel. Let's go back to the map and let's look at your nearby just to see what we've got. There you go. You do have some local amenities right there. Got a golf course. Somebody was asking about the golf courses. And did I see Trout and Coffee right there somewhere? Thought I saw a coffee house or something, but maybe not. We've got coffee roasters, C&D's Bar and Grill. So you have some amenities nearby. You've got a hardware store. And there it is. And this one again is 130 South Howard Street, Tekoa, Washington, 99033. And it states here, opportunity knocks, visionaries, investors, and homebuyers welcome. Bring your imagination and your tool belt and seize the chance to own a piece of Tekoa's history with this 1925 Craftsman. It's a blank canvas and ready for you, it says. And when we look at the history on this one, it was just listed. Fantastic find for somebody looking in Tekoa, Washington, 99033. Somebody needs to scoop that up and let us know how you're doing. Okay, now we're headed into Raymer, Tennessee. This was for those of you looking for 4.31 acres in Raymer, Tennessee for $89,900. And in Raymer, Tennessee, we are in McNairy County. Population is 26,103 people. This has been on the market for 11 days. It's 2,684 square foot farmhouse, 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms at 203 Wenasoga Road in Raymer, Tennessee, 38367. Let's check it out. $89,900. Under $90,000, 4.31 acres. You're going to have your vision goggles on for this one, you guys. Sorry about this. We got to go all the way back up. Look at this place. Raymer, Tennessee, $89,900, 4.31 acres. So it looks like it has a shingle roof. Beautiful covered porch. This is like a colonial style. $89,900. There's a beautiful wood stove insert in your fireplace. So we're right down to plywood flooring. Raymer, Tennessee, and again, we're in McNairy County. And the median home sales here is right around $200,000, and the real estate tax rate is 0.58%. Those may be wood windows, but again, have your home inspections. I love the 2 vertical windows beside the fireplace. That's very nice. $89,900, 4.31 acres, you guys, in Tennessee. Another vintage light, beautiful. Okay, so it looks like there's your window seat. Maybe another addition to the living room. A lot of possibilities with this also. Looks like you have a closet on each side of that window seat. $89,900. So I'm not sure what's going on with this. That looks kind of an odd. You may want to open that up. But again, when you get there in person, you get the lay of the land, because photographs don't always do these rooms justice, right? So got to just keep an open mind. But this is a good size house. Over 2,600 square feet of living space. Okay, so we're going to have to look past some furniture. Beautiful windows. Okay, so these photographs are a little dark. Not sure where we're headed here. That could be a bathroom. Not quite sure if that's just a utility room. All the more reason to go check it out in person. Raymer, Tennessee, right here. You're going to be about 2.5 hours from Nashville. So this may be a bedroom. Okay, so here's a bathroom. We could salvage this for sure. Look at that. Nice vanity and sink with a big mirror above it. Linen storage. Nice window above your tub. There's that avocado green. Okay, so here's your laundry room. Staircase, and there could be more than one. Look at the woodwork on that, you guys. Wow. Beautiful. Just envision that all cleaned up and that carpet removed and just revitalized, because it's another house. We need to bring new life to it. Wow, very pretty. Okay, so here's maybe the upstairs. You could ask how long it's been vacant, find out what's going on with it, do some due diligence, do some research. Wow, look at how beautiful that is. Beautiful setting. 4.31 acres, well, septic, utilities. That may be a metal roof on this house. Look at the backside of that. Wow. Beautiful. Look at the elongated rear end of this. So you have either a carport, you could use it for carport, patio space. Looks like you're getting an outbuilding. 89.9, 4.31 acres, and that is a metal roof. Nice. Raymer, Tennessee right here in McNairy County. Paved driveway. Nice row of shrubs along the front. You could trim those back. For me, I may want to remove those and just plant some lower native vegetation. Gets a little too close to the siding. There's a barn. Oh, I hope they show that. That barn has a metal roof as well. Look at this parcel, you guys. Beautiful. 4.31 acres. Okay, so the barn's going to need some attention. You may want to really get a close look at that. See if you can salvage it. Maybe take it down and build a new one. Maybe use some of the wood that's there. .31 acres of land in Raymer, Tennessee. 38367. Wow, this is just screaming possibilities, you guys. And again, the median home sales here are just under 200,000. Beautiful acreage. Put your fire pit out there, some patio chairs, and enjoy the peace and quiet in Tennessee. On your country property, why not? Beautiful. Lot of potential. Lot of potential. All right, let's see what we've got going on with the description with this one. 203 Wenasoga Road, and that's Raymer, Tennessee, 38367. Been on the market 11 days, built in 1900. Let's take a look at how pretty this is. Oh my goodness. Who's looking in Tennessee, you guys? Might have a service station across the street. That'd come in handy. Beautiful area right here, I would say. Okay, let's go back one here. Oops, sorry about that. And let's take a look at where we are on the map. Jim's Steak and Fish right nearby. That's always handy. Okay, so we are in Raymer, Tennessee. So we are, let's see, here's Adams Chapel. Here's Guys, Tennessee, up to the northeast. We have Farmington, Tennessee. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Farmington down in the next state, because there is the line. So you're right in Farmington, Mississippi here. So there's a Mississippi line. So this is southern Tennessee. Right here. Okay, so let me go back. I'm sorry about that. I just wanted to see here. Let's see. We've got Raymer, and then we have Selmer up here to the north. We have Middleton over here to the west. And we are right near that Mississippi line. So if you want to be close to Mississippi, you want to be in southern Tennessee. Right here we are. And when we go up, Nashville is right up here to the northeast. So let's take a look at our satellite view here real quick. 4.31 acres right there. Very nice. 203 Wenasoga Road in Raymer, Tennessee 38367, built in 1900. It says, immerse yourself in history and possibility with this spacious 4-bedroom, 2-bath colonial home, nestled on the 4.3 acres. And while needing lots of love and care, the gem boasts formal living and dining rooms perfect for elegant living, and 2-car garage, carport. Yeah, 2-car carport, keeps vehicles sheltered, and a bonus structure includes a storage building and barn for your potential. And it says here that it was just listed, and this house is 125 years old, you guys. That's Raymer, Tennessee in McNairy County. $89,900 on 4.31 acres of land. Could be a great find for one of you. Or if you're looking in Washington, this one's in Tekoa, Washington on a 9,000 square foot lot for $75,000. Or if you're looking for a little fixer in Alton, Illinois, this one's $55,000 on a quarter of an acre. Or if you're looking for 2 acres in Indiana, this one's in Griffin for $32,000. That'll do it for today's episode. Wherever you will find yourself on this beautiful Sunday, hope you're having a gorgeous weekend. It's always great to be with all of you. Subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, because that house you're not looking for maybe in the next episode. And definitely check out my other channel, How Much Vehicle for the Money, because that's where I show you automobiles with low miles and low price. Have a great day, everybody, and we'll see you in the next one, because more houses with low price and high potential are coming up. Cheers.